What is up, guys? It's Jimbo here, and welcome back to another Outriders video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the legendary Armour week, going over some of the sets and my thoughts on them. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and tell me why you're excited for Outriders in the comment section down below. More Outriders content to come. So, this week has been a jam-packed week for Outriders content. We just got a few armor sets that were released in the case of the week, or course of the week, I should say. And the first one we got was the Reforged set. Now, one of the big things that we need to take into account here is that there's going to be set bonuses for having these pieces of gear on. You'll be able to see on screen right now, the Pyromancer is going to get the opportunity to use the Reforged legendary armor, and the effect of the armor is it increases feed the flame damage and also thermal bomb damage for 50%. So the big thing about this is that when you're a Pyromancer, if you play into the thermal bomb playstyle, then you're going to be able to absolutely destroy people with the Pyromancer. You're going to be able to put mods on it, as you can see on the cowl, that has the big boom mod, which allows you to increase the explosion radius, and also double the fun, which is the skill can affect 2 targets at once. This is going to be great because combining that with the ash feature and also the area of effect damage that comes off the thermal bomb, it's going to be able to destroy the living hell out of people in the Pyromancer class by using the different abilities that you get. Also, on the Waistcloth, you're going to be able to get this skill inflicts burn on every enemy damaged by its explosion. And Flame Grasper enables absorption of 2 additional targets. So this is going to be fantastic for giving yourself a little bit of healing and also being able to affect loads of enemies all at once. I really hope that they throw us a bunch of enemies all at once. And the set looks really cool. It literally looks like you are just molten lava, and that kind of plays into the Pyromancer set. You can tell it's a Pyromancer set because it plays into the thermal bomb aspect, and that's the only class that has the Pyromancer, or the Pyromancer is the only class that has that ability. Moving into the second armor piece or armor set that we have is for the Devastator, and this is called the Death Proof set. The Death Proof set reduces the cooldown of Boulder Dash by 90%, not 19, and it has the ability to give you some extra mods, i.e. permanently reducing the resistance of all damaged enemies by using some of the mods. We also have every enemy damaged by this skill increases your weapon damage by 20% for 5 seconds. That stacks up to 5 times. And then also you have increased reflect bullets that increases the skill's duration by 40%. Double armor for Boulder Dash. Auto reflect as well, so that when the skill is activated for reflect bullets, you also reduce damage taken from elite. So this is going to make you into an absolute tank, an absolute machine, and using that Boulder Dashes means that you're going to be able to get way more into the battle up close and personal with the Devastator. Shotguns, SMGs are going to be great combos with this, and you only have to have 3 pieces of this activated for the bonus to be activated as well. So yeah, there's a lot that can be had with the Death Proof gear on the Devastator. Moving on to the next armor set. Moving on to the Trickster, we have the Chrono Suit set, which is really cool. It's got like a robot-y, like techno type vibe to it, and I really like it. And the Chrono Suit's effect is reverting time replenishes ammo in your clip. Now, the only person that can revert time, obviously, is the Trickster. He has a few different abilities that allow him to do that. And the mods on the helmet, as you can see, are Borrowed Time, which is reverting time creates an explosion around you that inflicts 345 damage to enemies around. So it's like an explosion. And then also Strong Twist. Twisted Rounds, while this skill is active, increases weapons firepower by an additional 15%. Then we have the legendary Upper Armor, which also has Borrowed Time on. Killing enemies with Borrowed Time is active, reduces incoming weapon damage by 10%, and anomaly damage by 10% for 10 seconds. Buff is removed at the end of the skill and stacks up to 4 times. And then another Twisted Round, which is this skill is effective for 2 magazines before triggering the cooldown. So that means you're going to be able to get a lot of Twisted Rounds. Combining that with the increase of your firepower by 15%, it's going to do some pretty nutty damage. Then we go into the lower part of the Chrono Suit, which is going to be Ammo Bargain, which is, while this skill is active, for Twisted Rounds, killing shots replenish 20% of your magazine. So you're going to be able to get bullets back. You're going to be able to replenish ammo in your clip. So you're basically going to be able to unlimitedly fire your weapon using this armor set. And then also Borrowed Time, activating the skill increases your arm by 100% for 10 seconds. So you're just going to be an absolute tank when you get in there. And I like the way that none of the roles kind of fit the mold, and you can play really how you want to with these different gear sets. And the final thing with the Chrono Suit set, which is the foot gear, you have Twisted Rounds. When the skill ends, add 15% of your health as a shield for each enemy killed by the skill. That's pretty damn cool, combined with everything else we have. And Sprinting increases your armor by 3,743 and resistance by 50%. So you're just going to be able to be a tanky beast running around hitting people with your Twisted Rounds. So I really like the look of the Trickster set as well, alongside the other sets that we have had so far. So what I would recommend is checking them out and seeing them if you enjoy each class for yourself. We should have the Technomancer up next. I'm recording these every single day, and then I'm kind of adding on to the commentary. So the Technomancer should be up next. I'm excited to see what we have for that. Now we have the Torrential Downpour set for the Technomancer. The Technomancer's abilities are more kind of around his different sentry turrets and stuff that he can throw out. And basically, Torrential Downpour, shrapnel creates additional cluster bombs after explosion. So I'm guessing shrapnel is what happens when you kill an enemy or you explode an enemy, basically. And it's going to be able to do more cluster bombs. Now, for the goggles, we have Fixing Wave, or Breathe In, I should say. Fixing Wave reduces the skill cooldown by 20%. We also have more traps. Scrapnel, 1 additional mine can be thrown before triggering the cooldown. This is really cool. You're going to be able to do more things with your traps from a distance, kind of bring people in and destroy them. Then we go into the armor, or the upper armor I should say, which is Trap Cluster. Scrapnel doubles the number of mines that can be thrown before triggering the cooldown. And then Cleansing Wind, activating this skill removes negative statuses from allies and grants 5 seconds of immunity for them, which is Fixing Wave. Technomancer is the only class in the game that is going to be able to have like a dedicated healing style ability. So yeah, Technomancer is going to be really good for that. Then we also have Head of the Ward on the leg armor. Reviving an ally also fully restores their health. That's absolutely insane if one of your friends goes down on the higher tiers. And then also you do more damage, increases the skill damage by 284, which is another mod called More Damage. And then finally we have the foot gear, which is Quartermaster. Fixing Wave, activating the skill replenishes 1 weapon magazine for each ally, cooldown for 40 seconds. This is going to be great if you're in a support role for the Technomancer. And also supplies, Scrapnel is 1 additional mine can be thrown before triggering the cooldown. So overall, very, very support heavy I would say, compared to the other classes that we have seen so far. I like what the Technomancer is doing, and I also love the variety of different gear sets that we've seen so far, and they said that there's going to be more in the game, and if it plays into the different classes, then it's going to be great to go and search out these different gear sets to hopefully influence how they play in the end game. So that's all we have to talk about today. Tell me what your favorite gear set is in the comment section down below. I personally quite like the Pyromancer set and also the Technomancer set, mainly because I am a support mage style player. And if you've enjoyed this video, for more Outriders content, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, turn the notification bell as always, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.